Hello and welcome to the Limitless Landscapers podcast. I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Paula.
And today we're talking about reconnecting to your vision. So after the busy year that we've had, how can you get back to feeling in control and working towards your goals?
As the co-founders of the Landscaper Circle, we help you get more money, time and freedom to become limitless. Through our experiences as fellow landscapers and our tried and tested methods, if you want help with your marketing, managing or growing your business, you've definitely come to the right place. If you're a landscaper, garden designer or supplier to the industry, then hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. Now, let's get back to the show.
So, Paula,
to start it off,
share your own experience within your design landscape business with Mike.
Okay, so the reason we're doing this podcast is because possibly like me, you've experienced one of the busiest periods that we've ever faced as designers and landscapers. And not only that, not only with the increased inquiries, the increased clients that you're dealing with, you're probably firefighting a hell of a lot of problems. And this could be down to staff, because everyone is needing more staff at the moment where we've got such an influx of projects, but everyone's really busy. So it's very difficult to find them. You've also got the problems with stock. So supply issues, not having the products coming in when you need them to finish jobs, to start jobs on time, etc. But also the insane price increases that we're seeing across multiple products and the shortages as well. So we all found the cement shortage was a bit of a pain for a while. So all these problems mean that you're not delivering on what you want to do for the clients. And it's also quite unprecedented. We haven't really had this in many years. Never when I remember. Yes, we've had price increases every year with manufacturers, but nothing like we're seeing at the moment, and certainly not the shortages as well and the supply issues. So it's been a year fraught with problems, but also a year full of opportunity. So an opportunity to grow the business, to increase our prices, to take on better clients, and to really test out different marketing strategies. So that's kind of been the overview of my year, but it also does mean that going into 2022, we really need to reconnect with our vision, reconnect with our why, our purpose, why we're doing this, and also what are our goals.
Yes, because a lot of the time when we've spoken to members in our community, because it's been so incredibly busy, there hasn't been that time to be on the business rather than in it. Or if it is, it's more reduced and it's more what urgently needs to be done. And reconnecting to your goals and your vision ultimately means that for 2022, you're going to be working on the things that you want to work on as the kind of boom that we've had peters out.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people are nervous that suddenly work's going to decline. We've also seen that inquiries drop off, but actually the quality has improved. So it swings and roundabouts really, but it can leave you feeling quite anxious, quite worried about the future, and also whether it's possible. And I think that again comes back to reconnecting your vision, also re-looking at what is your vision and your purpose, and does it need to change? Have you changed? Has your business changed? Have you decided to go in a different direction? If so, what's the new vision? What's the new goals for years 1, 3 and 5? What is the purpose? Why are you doing it? Is it just for money, or is it a deeper meaning? Is it for your family? There's all sorts of things to consider, and I think you just need to take time out of the business to do it, because you can't do this while you're constantly in the business, unfortunately.
No, and if you're thinking, yes, but I try and allocate that time and then I end up bailing on myself, I think it is great to have some sort of commitment or something like Virtually Limitless that we're running in December, because then you've paid for it, you're going to turn up, versus when you've set some time aside for yourself, often you don't fulfill it because it's just you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not of high value. Like whenever you've paid for something, I don't know if you do this. So for me, the children go to various after school clubs. I've paid for them. They're not bailing out on them because I've put my hard-earned cash there and they've said they want to do it. So they have to do it, at least until the next time when I say, actually, do you want to do this or not? In which case, do I pay or do I just cancel it? That's fine. But when you've put your money where your mouth is, you will tend to do what you're meant to be doing instead of saying, oh, actually, it can wait till later. I think the biggest misconception is working on the business can wait till later. Well, it can, but you'll probably continue as fairly steady business, not really achieving anything. You might start to feel stuck. You might start to feel that you're not actually getting anywhere. You might fall out of love with your business. And that can create all sorts of problems on its own. So really setting that time aside to work on your business is imperative to feel unstuck, to move forward, to feel like you're going somewhere, to feel more excited by the business again.
And I think it's also a very slippery slope, because once you're not passionate about it and you're not spending time on the business, it can cause other things to slip and you can go into a downward spiral more than just staying stable.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, business is up and down naturally. All businesses and all industries have a natural flow, peaks and troughs, shit and great times, and problems to deal with. We're not the only industry that's fraught with issues brought about by, you know, dare we say it, the pandemic and Brexit and all of these sorts of things. However, it's how you deal with things. So what you focus on grows. So if you're focusing on the bad times and everything that's happening that's negative, then you'll see more of it. You'll go into that downward spiral. Whereas if you focus on the positive side, if you focus on what's great and the opportunities that we're seeing and the clients we're seeing, then that will grow. So it is all about shifting your mindset, but also making that time to shift your mindset, because it's not as easy as just telling yourself to be positive on a daily basis.
No, not at all. And even with that focus, it's not going to be positive every day, but it's trying to create some sort of structure to help you be that way.
Absolutely. And it takes work. Again, it takes planning, it takes commitment, and it takes self-discipline, really. It means it's all about you. And where that comes from is starting with your vision, really, and your goals. So one way you can reconnect with your vision is obviously sitting down and thinking about what you want from life, and how your business can help you get there. You can create a vision board. You can just write it down on a piece of paper, what you want. You can do anything. You create it on the computer if you're big on computers, really. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you set your vision, Char?
Recently, I've been journaling, but I also like drawing or something more creative, making it more fun. There's no set way to do it, whatever way you feel works best for you.
Yeah, and then it's starting with that vision and then working backwards. So when is that vision likely to occur? Is it 5 years down the line? Is it a year down the line? And then setting goals to achieve that, really. And that's all about planning and goal setting. Now, it's always good at the end of a year to do what's happened the previous year, what's good, what's bad, what's the learnings, what's the lessons, and then plan the next year. So a lot of people love doing this around December time, hence why we're running our virtually limitless event in December at the very beginning. It's actually on my birthday. It's a bit of a celebration. If you come along to the event, it can really help you review your vision and start planning for 2022.
Yes, and the link will be in the show notes. If you do want to join us, you can currently grab an early bird ticket at a heavily discounted rate. We've got some awesome speakers, there's networking opportunities to inspire, motivate and educate. So make sure you join us on the 6th of December.
Absolutely. And like I said, carve out some time to work on your vision and then work backwards to set some goals. And you can do this at any time. But if you want some inspiration, definitely come to the event.
Awesome. We will see you guys next week.
Bye.